Okay, let's talk about star args in Python. Um, these are star args and kwargs, keyword arguments is kwargs. These are ways to pass in sort of an arbitrarily long number of values into a function. And args, just it's simple enough to define these. Let's just make cat traits, and maybe this is for a given cat. There's the name of the cat, there's the height of the cat, and maybe after that we're just going to take in a number of arbitrary values. This is probably better served with keyword arguments, but let's not worry about that quite yet. Let's print the name. Let's print the height, and then let's print the args. And we'll just call this and take a look at it, just to get a sense. So cat traits and the name. Let's name it Tom. It's really feel like I should give a better name for a cat than Tom. 30 feet tall. And when we pass this in, we can essentially just continue to pass things in. So we can say angry. I'm just going to give descriptors of this cat. Hungry. Dirty. Sure. And let's take a look at what this output is. Tom, 30 feet, angry, hungry, dirty. Notice this is a tuple, right? And if we want to print each of these, I'm just going to do this with a comprehension. You know what? You haven't seen comprehensions yet, so I won't do that. For item in args, let's just print item. And when we look at this, Tom, 30 feet, angry, hungry, dirty. None. So that none at the end is because currently we're returning none, which, in case you didn't remember, that's the default return. So this is the nature of star args. These can come in handy, although I really prefer keyword arguments in general, and it really just depends on your use case. Sometimes you might want to pass in, let's say, let's do this with something a little bit more real. Let's say def get, let's do get mean, and let's just make a star args off the cuff. And let's return the sum of the args divided by the length of the args. And let's get the mean of, do some key mashing. And see what that is. 4.5. And since I was just mashing, it kind of makes sense that would start aiming toward the center, right? So we can put in an arbitrarily long list of numbers, and we can just sum that list, or however we want to think about this object. In fact, why don't we just print the type of args. There we go. We're passing in args. It's not actually a list, it's a tuple. But this arbitrary long tuple, we can then perform operations upon however many items are in it. We can access as many of them as we want, run a for loop on it. It's an iterable. Yeah, so that's star args. Uh, yeah, you'll find this to be really helpful when you're writing shell scripts. There are going to be times, but again, I think kwargs, keyword arguments, are a little bit more helpful most of the time.